the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Hey, the way the Warriors were able to outperform the rest of the NBA last year, they put up huge numbers, win 67 games. How much extra pressure does that put on them this year, Shaq?
It'll be hard for anyone to expect them to win that many games again. I'll be surprised if they do it. Success in the postseason and deep playoff runs are probably reasonable to expect. I'm going on the record saying they're going back-to-back.
Wow. Well, this team needs to stay hungry to do that, man, because, to have a chance to win it back-to-back, as they are trying to do, is very difficult. They have the kind of talent and chemistry to do it, but I don't know if their overall personnel and their refined efforts will get it done.
Just about game time. Let's get it to Kevin Harlan, who has the call.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. Cavaliers to start out. LeBron drives in. Good. James has got the first points of the night for the Cavs. Well, and watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs' scheme, so he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
Now here's Barnes after LeBron James's miss. Clock at 4. Barnes can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Outside jumper. Fires from deep. And that's collected by Bogut.
For Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Green against LeBron. Passes it to Love. Inside, Mozgov. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Thompson inside the line.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Irving against Thompson. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to LeBron. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And that one's good, Irving.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here's Curry. Can they get it? And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And, guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Irving dishes to Love. Mozgov sets a screen for Love. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. Good D by Thompson. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive play.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
James, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Irving attacking. And the layup falls. Irving's got 5 points so far.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. 1:29 left to play here in the first. Good D by LeBron. He feeds it to Williams. Back to James. The dish to Varejao. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Feeds it to LeBron. Puts it up from 12. Here's Thompson. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And the dunk by James.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
And Green gets it to go. There's 14 seconds left in the first. James against Iguodala. No good off the front iron.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Azealia is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors 5.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
No good from Spates. Cleveland leading by 5. Smith the pass to Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Smith. The Cavaliers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Irving kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. Outside Irving, stolen by Thompson. The feed to Bogut. He dishes it to Barnes. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Love. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Thompson with the bucket.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Cleveland leading by 7.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that.
Yeah, he probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Here's Curry. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Mozgov a screen on Thompson. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Warriors with the rebound. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goal, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Stephen Curry. No coverage that time. For 3. Jefferson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry passes to Ezeli. They set the screen. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Mozgov with the block, and they'll keep possession. Bogut gets the bucket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap. And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gifts, watch out, watch out.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, LeBron's checked in for Thompson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
And a footnote to Ezeli, one of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Now here's Bogut. Here's Green. 4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. Here's Williams. Out left to the wing. Jefferson has a wide open look. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Mozgov. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Jefferson. Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Barbosa. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's James. He's got 6. Varejao with a screen on Green. Trying to break that ice-cold streak and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. What's working and what's not working for you guys out here tonight?
You know, they clog the lane, and they play great hell defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job of sharing the ball. And we just play ourselves, we'll be great in the second half.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush, going on an aggressive 9-0 run at the start. They did not slow down much, as by the end of the quarter they were still up 11. Then, in a tight battle through the second quarter, they actually extended their advantage a little, heading into the half up by 7. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Warriors trail by 7.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point guard. Now here's Mozgov. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Mozgov. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Mozgov hits them both. And the Warriors with possession here. 9-point game. Curry against Irving. Fires from the wing. Curry can't get it to go. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And he gets it to go.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Pass to Love. Barnes against Shumpert. Back to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. Curry against Irving. Green dishes to Thompson. That one goes. Count. Thompson's got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Love. Yeah, the step back. Again, Love missing. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now here's Mozgov after the miss from Klay Thompson. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. That one is no good.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors in Steve's words.
LeBron can't get it to go.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Barnes passes to Curry. Back to Barnes. Green dishes to Barnes. Green, the screen. On the wing, Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Nobody near Barnes. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And Green gets it to go. 1:41 left in the third. Smith outside. Picked by Varejao. Smith kicks to Varejao. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dishes it to Spates. For 3, Barbosa. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. And there's the pass to LeBron. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Varejao, and the shot is good. And it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here is Livingston. Kicks to Barbosa. From deep, Iguodala. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Williams. Looking to end his cold spell. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Livingston kicks to Spates. Shoots a fader, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on. Don't even go there. Come on with it. Come on with it.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Iguodala, the 3, with Barnes, the stretch 4. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Love. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now. That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Mozgov's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Thompson, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I mean, he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Jefferson. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. The Warriors trail. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. The shot's good from Irving.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Curry passes to Bogut. LeBron against Barnes. He feeds it to Thompson. Outside Curry. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Comes up empty down low.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Love, no luck.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. To take the lead. Again, Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
To check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think you said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level. That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job in bodying up his man.
Irving drives in, unloads from 13. Good as the jump shot falls. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors,
Curry is inside, covered by Irving. Shoots from the baseline. Curry, good. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Curry. Green, the screen. Thompson for the triple. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Irving from deep. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors,
.156 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Thompson is double. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Green. And finished off by Bogut.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The drive by James, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
.135 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Curry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 10 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Here's James. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Thompson outside. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Boy, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Buries it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. It's Curry with the drive. Barnes against James. 5 to shoot. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Irving. Green, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's James to the paint. Here's Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Shooting for Golden State, Kevin Love. He has 2.
He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Love.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Back to Irving. James left side. And another miss by Cleveland. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.